Good evening, all ladies and women entrepreneurs, and a beautiful audience who is waiting for this session. Welcome back for this mastermind session. So, you must be knowing what is this VWC. It's the Visionary Women Circle, and we have a beautiful session called Mastermind Sessions where we bring in all the beautiful members from the VWC circle, and you will be getting an insight and a complete knowledge about their category, their industry. So, what they're working with, what is their business. So, complete knowledge about that. So, that's the privilege of the mastermind session. And every mastermind session, we have a different guest whom we are going to bring in. So you all must be. It's a win-win situation between the members and the audience. The members will be get their give their insights, and the members, the audience who is waiting out there, can collaborate or can invest in our members whom you think that they are very productive or a very powerful person for you. So that is what this mastermind session is. Yes, I don't want to take out your time. I want to get a beautiful, a dynamic person to this platform today. That is Swpna Kulkarnii. Uh,
Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you for inviting me here today.
Hi, Swpna Kulkarni. I just want to give a little intro about Swpna Kulkarni. She's a very dynamic person and she has a lot of perspectives and she has worked wonderfully. I don't want to tell by myself. I want to really hear from her. She has achieved great things in her life. So let's hear from her. So she is the founder of Abhilab Groups and drives the green energy as an initiative for the sustainable development. And at ASA Healing, she bridges the world with the holistic healing and the spiritual enlightenment. So she has expertise in her occult science and also the spiritual practices. What a wonderful combination! She has expertise in a lot of things, which I am really eager to understand about her. And she has a 26 years of experience in all these lines. And at the same time, she is the VDU president of Mumbai chapter, and she has also served as a goodwill ambassador for the Prithvi Women Climate Warrior campaign, and she also has recognized by Women Icon Global Awards. So, what a beautiful dynamic member that we have today. Yes, Swapna, wonderful category you have, and welcome for this mastermind session.
Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you for such kind words, and it's really wonderful to be here, and probably contribute in whatever small way I can. So yes, I'm looking forward for this session. Thank you so much for inviting me today.
Really kind to tell that you're so grounded to earth that I'm very amazed with your words. Okay, so I want to know about what is that inspired you to start this venture, and I really want to know about your background and how did you pick this up. A little bit about yourself, which you can help us to understand about you and give an insight of you.
Certainly, Rashmi. I mean, to be very honest, if I really talk about me, for me, I feel the time will be too short. But yes, I will give a quick just about me. So I really began from the ground level, where I started 26, almost 27 years back, where I started with being a receptionist at a company, and from there the journey has been really wonderful, though not the planned one, an absolute unplanned one. And I never thought of getting into something a dynamic field of sales and marketing. I was always very keen in commerce side, and I always wanted to be an accountant or get into auditing and costing. So from there, the journey has been really wonderful, because my second job rather uh, opened the opportunities for me to get into something called as sales and marketing. So that's where I started my journey, and from there the journey of meeting new people, connecting with new people, networking amongst the professionals is what is all I started gaining the experiences, and moving forward, in the recent past 10 years, I was being introduced to this dynamic field of events and exhibitions. So that is where I honestly come from. And that is where I really got the diversified experience in different fields, right from your real estate to your jewelry, to the real jewelry, to the fashion jewelry, to the renewable energy, where I'm currently trying to actually expand my horizons there. So that's where my journey really began. And coming to my current ventures, we get Abilab Group. We are very proud that we are on the path of basically promoting the green energy and sustainability, which I think today is the need of an hour, because we all know we all are actually facing the climate changes, and we are already seeing the repercussions of the global warming. What's happening? We are running out of fossil fuels. This every day an alarming situation where the climate is really changing. Every month you see some of the other kind of cyclones. Right now, the most talked about the rebel cyclone that's happening across India. So somewhere we thought that having the kind of expertise during my exhibition time, I got an opportunity to basically work in the field of renewable energy, which actually really amazed me, the kind of technology that solar energy is today. And the highlight of this technology is, Rashmi, that this is free. When I say free, because the generation of this energy is free, because today India is blessed with sunlight for almost 360 days in a year. So here we're talking about this wonderful source of generating energy. Of course, the technology and the advancement does come with the cost. That's a secondary part. But where today we see that the natural resources are getting over, the fossil fuels are getting over. There is damage happening to the environment, wherein this is, I think, a blessing that we have received today. And the technology and the advancement that has come with this technology is really promoting for a green and a sustainable environment. And I thought that this is the way we could really give back to society. And that's when this was a wonderful idea that came to us. And luckily I found like-minded people who wanted to walk this path, this journey with together. And that's when we thought of really incorporating a Bilab group, where we really promote green energy, use of green energy, and how we could really promote green energy to larger people and create this awareness of green energy. And while doing this, something came to my mind is having a little background of fashion and jewelry, having worked in this sector, and with Vidu. I've been associated with Vidu for almost past 1 year, and that's where I came across some wonderful talents who are basically into sustainable clothing, who are in talking about today sustainable accessories like your bags, and other things, right from your personal hygiene usage products. So that's when I thought that why not try to put my foot into promoting this to a larger audience in whatever way I can, with whatever knowledge and experience I carry in marketing and sales. So that's when my entire journey of sustainability and green energy and all this started with my company Abilab Group. And to be very honest, the corona times, which was actually giving us a very difficult period, when to basically a fearful period. It's where I thought that my let me take my journey forward in terms of my occult science, because I've been a Reiki healer for past almost 20 years now, and giving me wonderful results in my life, and really making a, a change in my life. And I thought that why, if I can contribute to other people, why not learn some more healing modalities that can contribute to human life? And that's when I think my journey there also started. So I think, yeah, overall, the with the flow, things kept happening, and my keen interest in learning new things probably has given me this vision to put my foot in multiple things. Maybe I may come across trying to do multiple things, but I think God is giving me that bandwidth to do it, and I'm able to do justice today to all the fields that I am being in. So that's a little bit about
Wow.
my journey, Rashmi.
Wow, it's so inspiring, very inspiring. A lot of diversity in your what you're
Yes,
doing. It's
yes,
very inspiring. Yeah, so we all see that, right? Sustainability is what we are coming with in future. That is what I mean. It's very nice thing that people are actually started thinking about sustainability. I think the way you have taken your venture is truly inspiring, Swapna. Wonderful. Uh, this inspires me to understand more about you. And can you just tell me about the products or the services from the Abilab or from your
yes.
venture, what you're doing? And I really want to know about the features or the benefits. What do we have from there? And it would be better for us to understand the complete products and the service lines that you deal with.
Certainly, certainly. So, since I just mentioned that at Abila, I have different verticals. That's when we
Yeah.
initially started with only Abila Private Limited, and then we also had a venture called as Abila Agro Private Limited. But together, we said that since it's a one umbrella, let's put it under Abila Group. So, coming to Abila Private Limited, which is more to do with sustainability, is your our primary area of focus is, as I rightly mentioned to you some time back, that we are looking at promoting green energy at large. And I have a team of and a strong foundation of people who are expert in the field of energy management and conservation. So here what we do is, we basically promote solar energy, where we promote solar ground mounted and rooftop consultancy. So we are basically, our role as Abilab is, we are into technical consulting. So we are not the manufacturers today, but we are providing consultancy for people who would want to install solar energy. So it could be your household, or it could be individual homes, it could be farms, it could be the parks, it could be the commercial complexes. So anybody who's interested in putting up solar plants in their premises, or is trying to generate solar energy, is where we come into picture, where we play a role of being a consultant to them for putting up solar ground mounted solar rooftops. And we also are looking to work in the area of waste to energy. And we our primary services what we offer is basically third party inspection services. Basically, if your model is at par, is at quality, what kind of models should be using, what are the latest technology that is coming in the module, and what how much output the module will give. So these all consulting, or these all technical inspections is what we basically help with. And also with the module structuring, the mounting structures that we place the modules on, the quality, and how it would need, and how you could set up the entire parts or the rooftops installations. So that is where we come into picture. We also look at doing the due diligence of land. When I say due diligence of land, is this comes into picture when we are trying to build these big solar parks, or even for that matter, even in societies. If because a lot of people feel that, okay, I have open space above my building and I can put a solar. No, it doesn't work that way. It needs a certain kind of direction, where even though the sun is available, but it needs a certain kind of direction where the energy can be generated. So these all information is where we come into picture. We help clients understand, especially to ones who are new to the concept of solar energy, or trying to understand the entire working of solar energy. So I think that is where we come into picture. And with also that there's a lot of paperwork involved in putting up the entire plan. So it also at times takes a lot of effort in licensing with the government, or licensing it, the documentation that requires. So we basically help you with those licensing work also. And with that, the best quality materials, where can we source the best quality materials, and how can we really help you complete the project at competitive prices, at in time, and of course keeping in mind the quality. So that is where our energy sector comes into picture. We also have a component there where we basically help you with the LED lights. Now, LED lights today is the most talked about, because that is helping you reduce, the basically it helps you reduce your electricity bills, because life is longer. And of course, it basically helps in conserving the electricity as well. So in less voltage, you get brighter, light. So LED is something which also comes very handy, and they come in some beautiful ways. There are motion sensor lights, there are park street lights, there are street lights, there are parking lights. So at different places today, people, we see a lot of where LED is placed. So that is where we also have our services when it comes to my Abila private limited, renewable energy clean connected business. There is something, I also have a sector of agricultural exports. Again, keeping in mind the sustainability, my objective, promoting sustainability and green energy and, a clean environment. I am also ventured into uh, dealing in exports and even domestic requirements for sustainable products like date jaggery, which is again a very healthy and a nutrition, and substitute basically to the white sugar. So that is when. Then turmeric. Turmeric, we know there are multiple medicinal benefits of turmeric. You use that not only in your food but also in your, cosmetics. That is what something which I am looking at. Setting up my base in promoting these products. We talk about millets today. It's the most talked about. Thing that, promoting millets, and I think we already celebrated a millet of the year for India, and I think this is a healthy food that's again giving us health, nutrition, wellness. So I think overall, my objectives is aligned with the products and services that I am into, promoting the green energy, the green sector, and the cleaner environment. So that's where my expertise in these comes into. And occult is something is I do out of passion, and I think that is where I look forward to contribute to people's lives basically, because we all know since COVID, or even rather before that, COVID could be one of the medium, but even before that, there is a lot of competition, there is a lot of restlessness, there's a lot of disappointments, and at times it can lead to really, really difficult way, or rather, people don't not to know how to come out of it, or how to look at the positive side of life, or look at how we can really overcome the situations. So I think with my whatever knowledge I have and whatever medium I can help people, I think I would want to contribute to more than really thousands and thousands of lives, and bringing them back to life, helping them to understand the inner selves, understanding their own potential, and really, creating their own identity. I think that is where I have my roles and my services in all the three sectors.
Super. So, to summarize, so what I understood is the completely, so wherever there is a sustainable product, so you would be there to develop and the market that, and how you can convert that for accessible to the people. So that is what the complete summary where I can get that.
Yes,
It's beautiful,
absolutely.
very inspiring, Swapna. So, so when you're saying sustainable products and all that, so who is your target community? Like, who is your target audience, and how do you basically reach them? So, what is your strategies, or what is your market things that you will deal with?
Correct. So coming to the target audience, Rashmi, to be very honest, everyone is my target audience, because today it's a need of an hour for all of us to really adapt the different kind of lifestyle. I think I would not be wrong if I say that we should be adapting the lifestyle what our forefathers and their forefathers really lived, because they actually lived the real life. I think because that's the time that the right kind of even the living pattern, like getting up before the sunrise, sleeping after eating before the sunset. So these small things actually contributes to everything, because that is where you begin to taking care of yourself, taking care of your own body, taking care of your own health. And I think from that is where you begin to contribute in a better way. So through the day you really are energetic and working towards really giving your putting your best efforts. So that is where you can really contribute. And when it comes to the target audience for my services or the products that I'm using, everyone is my target audience, because when we say that adapting green energy, this is not just the reduction of your natural resources, or rather securing or preserving the natural resources, but you are also adding it to your own environment. So today, we will not only think about our generation, but for the generations to come, that they also need a sustainable environment to live in. Because if today we are at an alarming position where our natural resources are really getting over, what are we leaving back for our future generations is again a very important question. So today, I think it's a high time. Actually, we are late to implement it, but nevertheless, I think when we say that it's never too late to do things, it is the time is now. That we need to really implement these strategies or these is innovations, and thankfully, the technology and the advancement has really brought this very close to us. Our government is taking so wonderful initiatives to promote this, and create the awareness. So I think everyone should definitely look at how we could take or contribute to take our steps to really contribute to this green energy initiatives, be it in your food, be it in your clothing, be it in your energy conservation, and of course your own lifestyle. So I think it really covers all the aspects of our lives. Coming to how I reach them is
Sorry to
basically,
interrupt,
yes,
Swapna.
please
When
tell
you
me.
said that government has taken so many initiatives, I'm very curious to know that if you can tell some of the initiatives that government has taken and where the audience can also pitch in and contribute for that. So that would be a wonderful tip
Certainly.
for all of us. I feel if you
Yes.
can tell us a couple of that.
Certainly. So, for past 10 years, Rashmi, if we all just read about solar energy, we have been really doing some promising work in developing the solar sector and developing the green energy today. And there are wonderful solar parks that are one of the biggest parks that we have in India, which is generating good amount of solar energy, giving clean energy to the environment. So there are a lot of initiatives that government is taking, but the most talked about is right now, which government has done for households. So we all know about the Urja, the scheme that's been launched in February 2024. That we are giving free electricity to almost I think more than a lakh houses. We are I let me get the figure right. We are trying to established, yes. So this is basically done by our government, where we are providing to 1 crore households. We are planning to provide the subsidies to put up solar energies. So this is the PM Surya Ghar Yojana, which is recently launched by our honorable Prime Minister, where they install the solar panels on the rooftops. So this is a wonderful initiative where we not only promote green energy, but we also can look at saving almost 75,000 crore in the electricity cost, which is again a huge saving, and to our Mother Earth. So, and there are many such subsidies that are available for people to come forward and install solar in there, and even commercial buildings. So even though it is still not as a mandate, but a lot of today builders, when they are building, they're also looking at putting up solar plants in their also solar rooftops in their buildings, where they can use it for utility space, for for running the solar pumps, the elevators. So what happens here is, with this, is not only the cost reduction, it's also where in case of power cuts, in case of emergencies, you still have the electricity there, because this is a free this is which is coming directly from the sun, and it is stored when you once you generate it. So this all are adding to our awareness, and I think this is the right time that people should really consider and get educated to basically look at how they can get into this, and how they can implement these, putting it up on their individual homes. And there's wonderful concept also come up, Rashmi, I would like to highlight here, which is even in the farm, at the farmers, the farms that we generally, the agricultural farms, there also we have provisions of putting up solar plants, where along with the farming, even the electricity can be generated.
Wow.
So will also help not only the farmers, they're already doing the farming, they're also generating electricity which they can sell it back and put it back to the grid. And that's how even the revenue generation model is also done. Along with that, there are also opportunities for unskilled laborers to come forward, upskill themselves, and this is a new sector which is also generating a lot of jobs. So even the employments are generated. So there are
One.
multiple benefits which has come out of these different initiatives. And I think this is how we can contribute us firstly get educated about the entire concepts and start implementing those. Today we also have a lot of people promoting the sattvic way of eating food. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What really needs to be eaten. We are talking about not using the processed food, the packaged food. Undoubtedly, these things as today we are in so fast paced world that we don't always have the time to look at, or rather give that kind of time to cook food, or really give that kind of wonderful or little long time to sit, chop, eat, or rather soak and then eat. So okay, at times you can use it, but I think even our body, even our body needs that kind of rest, or that kind of energy to give you the strength to keep running. Okay. And for that you need this kind of sattvic food to be eaten, because now honestly no science can understand what your body is made up of. It is a miracle. It is a miracle. Okay. Nobody knows how the heart works non-stop. It doesn't ever rest. It's continuously working. Okay. But then it becomes our duty to look at how we can really take care of our body. The way
Mm-hmm.
we take care of our look, of our outer look. We need to be presentable outside, we need to be looking good, we need to have good communication, we need to be all out there, but then equally we need to take care of our body which is inside us. So for all this, it's very important for all of us, and I don't exclude myself out of it, including me, that we need to still get educated, take the steps, and really work on ourselves so that we have a good, healthy, long life. And of course, with that, we also leave a wonderful world for generations to come. So that's where a thought comes from my end. And when it comes to reaching these people, I think I begin uh, with small things, that of course educating our people around us, because these are the people, your close mates, your friends, your families are the ones who basically need. Because see, somewhere we all know, but we all don't want to implement it because we feel we don't have that kind of time. We are into the rat race of running around.
Yeah.
But we need to calm down. We need to wait. We need to take that halt, and we need to really give it food for thought. So I think uh, educating people, creating that awareness, talking to them, of course, will help. And apart from that, yes, people who have seen the difference, people who have already seen the results, they are your biggest testimonials. They talk for you, they talk for your work, they talk for the benefits, and that's when it goes further. And then of course we have this wonderful digital innovations that are there today, where we reach people through LinkedIn, through Instagram, through Facebook. So to such platforms like today, VWC and Vido is a wonderful platform that we reach to masses, where people really get educated and informative about what is happening in the current trends and how we can reach them. Also, I think contributing by writing some educational blogs which are reaching people a short crisp information which is what they want to hear. So these are multiple ways that we kind of reach people and approach them and discuss and connect with them. So I think, yeah, these are the ways that we connect with people.
Wonderful, wonderful, Swapna. So beautifully said. Uh, so, can you just tell us, like, what is a, success story that you had in your venture, which you want to share with us? And uh, uh, like, we would definitely want to know about those things from your side.
Yes. So there are many success stories. As I told you, putting up of solar. I'm always starting with solar because that's somewhere is my passion inside, and I really love talking about solar. So with
Yeah,
with
later
this,
you can, a little bit you can put an insight also in the occult science, which is like
yes,
a,
I will.
I know it's a
I will.
very humongous thing
Yes,
to understand.
certainly.
So can if you
Yes,
have
yes. Certainly,
simple
certainly.
life.
So, I already spoke about the benefits of having using the green energy. That's a key thing, that it is helping the environment. It is helping create the clean environment, and of course, that's going to be not for just for us, for the future generations. But as you rightly said, uh, what differences occult science made. So, there is a mix crowd today for occult as well. There is a set of people who live in absolute fear. There is a set of people who live in absolute ignorance, and there is a set of people who basically understand the knowledge and try to implement in the best possible ways. So my message to all of them is that you need not be really fearful about the spiritual enlightenment inside you, because I think this field is something, Rashmi, that I want each and every person to really understand and implement and learn about this knowledge. Why? Because this is not for others, but this is for you. I will give you my example of my occult journey. When I started my occult journey 20 years back, practicing reiki on a daily basis, that was the time I was in a very volatile situation of my life. The phases were very difficult, and I had attracted multiple disease in my body, right from your blood pressure, from your diabetes, and all of that. So, and it was a difficult period, and that was a time when I knew that I had responsibilities. I have a family of whom I need to take care of. And I'm equally an important part of the family. To run a family is just not your spouse who takes care of it. You're equally responsible when it comes to the family. So that's when I actually my friend, actually, one day she took me. She said, "Come, let's go." She took me to a place where it was a workshop of 2 days, and I sat there for the workshop, not knowing what it was all about, not understanding. I mean, no questions asked. I just blindly followed her, and I went through a rigorous workshop of 2 days of past life regression. Now, this past life regression is basically it. It is a matter of belief. To be very honest, if and I feel it's my experience that if you try to find answers, you will not get them. But if you go with your open mind, not questioning the science, you will get to know a lot about you. Okay, so it basically works on your fears or your emotions. So it opened a lot of things for me. It opened my path. It opened why am I here on this planet, and what am I supposed to be doing. And that's my perspective of looking at it. People can have a different opinion, but that's my perspective of looking at it. And that is when I decided to start my journey, and I began with Reiki, because Reiki is one science that basically works on your seven chakras, and your seven chakras are responsible to run your body efficiently. They again, they work on your five elements: earth, water, air, and space. And of course, they work on your enlightenment. And trust me, the results are so wonderful. Since that day, today I'm in the 21st year of my journey, and anytime you take my blood pressure, it is under normal conditions. It does not go high, it does not go low. No matter how disturbed I am, no matter how terribly disturbed I am, you take my blood pressure and it will be in normal conditions only. So that is the impact that it gives me. Of course, along with that, it gave me an open perspective. It gave me an thought process that I should be the medium to contribute, or rather spread this knowledge to people, and not just keep it to myself and be selfish about it. It also gave me an enlightenment that I should not spread fear of this knowledge amongst people. Because today you see there's a lot of fear. People out of fear do a lot of things. You don't do this, this will happen. You don't do that, that will happen. No, it doesn't happen. At the end of it, what you do is your actions. Whatever
So
happens in your life, you are responsible for it, and whatever actions you take in that point of time. So whatever difficulties you face is the result of your actions. It's never that someone else is responsible for your actions. You are responsible for your actions, be it good or bad. You need to take the responsibility, and you need to ensure that you are taking the right kind of actions, keeping your posture, keeping your calmness, and taking the right decisions. Of course, they can go wrong, no, undoubtedly. We are not God that we will be 100% right, but taking responsibility of it makes your life very very easier, and adds I would say it adds a different glow to your life, because you know at the end of it you're accepting your actions, you're taking responsibility of it, and that helps you to take further course of action in your journey. So this is a wonderful journey, and I really want people to come forward, learn this kind of science, and really make a difference to their own lives.
Super. Wonderful, Swapna. Very beautifully said. Like occult science is science is like you said, not everybody accepts it so easily, and
Yes.
it is their own choice. Yes, because
Yes.
I think it is more secretively kept, and it's not outspoken so much, and it needs some kind of a mindset to understand that. Very beautifully said. I
Unfortunately,
want to
Rashmi, I'm sorry to cut you.
ask.
Unfortunately, in this, it's more that the fear is created more of the science, which actually is very disappointing. Because see, at the end of it, people also coming in this field. Of course, everyone is here to grow themselves and create some kind of materialistic life for themselves. Undoubtedly, there is there, but I think choosing the right path to do it is also very important. So a lot of people are scared. A lot of people feel that, oh no, it doesn't work, because a the patience or that kind of time that you need to give for things to happen, people are not willing to do that. So like if you talk about manifestation today, people will do it for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, fifth day. If we, oh my god, I'm doing it every day, it's not happening, it doesn't work. No, but it takes time. You did not grow as a child, you did not directly go to the 18 years, you took 18 years to be 18 an adult, right? So you need to give that kind of time, to make the changes, for changes to happen. And for that, your consistency, your persistence, the discipline is very very important. So these are the
That's
three
a
principles that you definitely need to follow if you want changes in your life. So that's what I wanted to add.
that's persistence is the perfect word for
Yes.
anybody, because we can't get the result in a second. Yes. Coming to this, I wanted to ask you, what are the challenges that you have faced in your business, and how you have overcome it? From the occult science, I think you have a
Yes.
very good background, like which you can balance. But
Yes.
you can tell us, like how in the business sector, so how you would overcome those situation. Any one situation, you can give an example, and
Certainly,
can tell
certainly.
about.
Rashmi, challenges I think are part and parcel. And I think if you don't get challenges, that's my perspective again. If you don't get challenges, you are not growing, you are not really understanding, you're not learning, you know. So I think challenges are very, very important. So when I speak about occult, and when my clients, they come to me and they seek guidance, they seek help. That's when I tell them. They said you should not question the universe, that why me. You should be thankful that I am the chosen one. Because if you only have happiness and success in life, then you don't know the value of happiness and success in life. So it's as simple as that, that when you are on the hospital bed lying, if you see a straight line, which means you are not alive. But if you see your line going up and down, which means you are alive. That's how life is. Because even the bad situation is teaching you something, or rather I look at it that it's preparing you for your tomorrow. Because the universe and God, the energy, has some wonderful plans for you. So something when you don't get, you should be thankful that you're not getting it. Yes, it could be disappointing, it could be hurting. You might have questions that why me, why this is happening. You're frustrated because you want that desperately, but probably that is what is not meant for you, or that is something the universe has better plans for you. Why are we not thinking in those lines? That is very very important, that probably universe has some better plans for you, and that is why they have taken away this small thing, but something big is waiting. But in the whole transit, we have lost the small thing, and we don't ever focus on big thing. that is also not coming to us, because we are in a sulking mode. We are in a mode that why me, why me, why me, you know. So that mindset definitely needs to change. And I think this is the biggest challenge today, because I think the generation, in fact, I'm glad that the new generation, this generation is absolutely focused. They are very practical, they are very logical, so for them, probably folding hands in front of God may not be the right thing, which is absolutely fine. But having a good behavior, having good attitude, having a good perspective, not thinking, I think these are the things that we as parents should imbibe in our generations to come, that this is what you need to focus on. Doing good actions, not hurting anyone, or not causing harm or damaging anyone. These, if these small things, if you look at it, then uh, I think our generations to come will also have a wonderful perspective to life. So these are the challenges, today, because somewhere, that's very sad again, Rashmi, to mention that the communication is a major problem. you know Even when it comes to parents, a mother and a child, I think a mother or a parent or a family or a house is the first guide to a child,
Yes.
right from their birth. And that is when we as parents today, is our duty that we need to be open in our conversations with our children, and we should be able to speak anything under the sun to our children, because there is so much outside that the kids or the generations might get confused, and they don't know what is happening. And if we as parents don't really solve their doubts, then we are opening to a Pandora box of different things that the kids might get attracted to, and then we repent. So I think there are a lot of challenges when it comes to communication. There are a lot of challenges when it comes to creating the awareness amongst the people. And one challenge I always feel is that unless you don't get hit by something very badly, you don't want to accept that you need to change. you know so that
Okay.
change is something which I think it's a challenge, that we say, your deja vu moment comes only when you get stuck with something. For example, if only when you get a heart attack and you're in the hospital bed, you realize, oh no, I need to reduce cholesterol, I need to reduce my weight, I need to do this, I need to do that. So, and but it's human nature. I mean, nobody to be blamed for, but it's just that we need to have an on creating this awareness amongst ourselves, and listening to good thoughts. So it's always said that you should listen to positive things, we should always have positive mindset. So I also have come across people talking about making fun of this statement, that what positive, nothing positive happens. But if you say one positive and you say 20 negatives, but you're attracting only negative, so where will you see positive things happening to your life? So these things, I think this change, this mindset change is a challenge, and I think that is across all sectors. Even if I talk about occult, I talk about my green energy, I talk about the sustainable fashion. I think the change is very important, because that is where we will be able to change the world. So yes, changing is a task and a lot of work actually to make people understand.
Yeah, it's a very tricky thing, like to understand what you mean by the positive, negative. I think
Yes.
you need to go into a complete course and understand all about this. This is what I think about it. Yeah, listening to you, Swapna. So I feel that this, whatever the field you're with, the occult science and the sustainability, this is a very new thing which is coming into a market. So there is what is a trend that you see? There is something change in the market, and how do you really tackle that? See, because there are a number of people guide in a number of ways. So it is for the audience, or for me, taking as an example for me. So what to follow, what not to follow. So is there is a guidance, like how do we understand which practice is good, or which is the better course to take in? So that would be a very challenging from a audience perspective to what to choose. there are
Yes.
very trendy things is happening. Some is happening for the marketing thing. Some is happening for an authentic reason. So there is a discourse is happening from a authentic person. So how do you really understand where to go? So that would be the problem from her audience perspective, is what I think. So do you want to tell something about that?
Certainly, certainly. I mean, very rightly said, Rashmi, it's a big question that what to follow, whom
Yes.
to follow, what to follow, because there are multiple people having different perspectives. And on the same thing, there would be multiple thoughts from multiple people, because the number of minds, the number of thoughts, the number of opinions are there in the market. So for me, I have always gone with one thing, is my gut feeling, my intuition. When I say this, is when you listen to something, probably when you read about a certain practice or a certain process, you know, uh, a lot of people get overwhelmed with the entire process. That, oh my God, I have to do so many things to, if I want to manifest, for example, if I want to manifest, say, a good relationship, that I have to go to so many things, I have to do this, because today people talk about implementing vastu, implementing healing, implementing crystals, implementing numbers, implementing directions, everything at one go. And how do I do all of this? I don't understand what needs to be done. But at the end of it, I would give the message to people that most important is, what is your level of comfort of doing it. When we say that, we should be looking at meditating every day. So a lot of people have the different perspectives again, that, oh, meditation means sitting like this, just closing eyes, not talking, to no thought should come, this should not happen, that should not happen, my God, I will not be able to do it. No, it is not that. A meditation can only also be just a wonderful, beautiful song which you can enjoy. That can be meditation, or a certain, even if you are good at drawing and you like drawing, that's your passion. Putting yourself or getting engrossed in colors, in painting, is meditation. So whatever you like to do as a person is what is going to give you happiness. That is where you will be able to find your inner passion, your inner comfort, and that is when you would like to develop your interest. So, coming up to the courses, coming up to what you should be taking or what you should be learning from. So, you need to first understand, are you really connecting? Are you really connecting with that particular healing modality or that particular service? you know because if you are not convinced, if you are not comfortable with it, you will not give you 100% to learn it or to implement it in your life. So the key to learning anything or knowing anything or adapting anything or implementing anything is, where are you really interested, is one. Is that what you really need at this point of time in life, is second. Okay, so what exactly are you trying to work on? Maybe it could be your career, maybe it could be your finances, maybe it could be your relationships, maybe it could be your education, maybe it could be your focus on migrating to some other country. It could be anything under the sun. Okay, if you want to be buying a new house. So these healing modalities basically help you strengthen your focus, strengthen your vision, and give you that perspective to create the required or desired results for you. They don't create the results for you. They create the environment, they create the perspective, they create your vision to create it for you. So you have to work on all these elements and then understand that, okay, if I need to basically look at developing my career, so what is it that I need to really do, is the first question you need to ask yourself. And then these healing modalities, maybe your reiki, which will help you calm your mind, which will help you give you positive thoughts. So we have some 5 mantras in reiki that we really speak about, giving you the positive energy, giving you the thought process. And even if you don't want to go for any kind of new learning sciences, trust me, our mantras today are so powerful, are so powerful, that if you are really confused at this point of time where you need to go, seek guidance from your Lord whom you connect to, and they will guide you. I mean, I'm purely taking you from the occult science perspective, Rashmi, that today, if you see the most powerful today, we of course we all pray to Lord Ganpati Bappa, and we seek his guidance and help, because he's the Pratham Puja, the first Lord to be worshipped in the entire fraternity of gods. But every god is equally important for us. So whomsoever you connect, and there is no war between gods, that if you don't worship me, I will get upset, or you don't. So this conflict should end. There is no conflict between gods, because every god is giving you that kind of strength to really understand. And of course, coming to the courses, if you feel that you have a belief in wearing a crystal which is going to add to your career boost or your health and whatever, go ahead, experience it. Definitely, there's no harm. Crystals don't cause you any harm. They are the natural, they are from the natural resources, so they don't cause you any kind of harm. Praying to God don't cause you any kind of harm. Meditating don't give you any kind of harm. Working in on Reiki symbols will not harm you. They will add value. They will add positivity to your life. Wonderful science such as tarot. Seek guidance. Tarot is, I'm telling you, it is almost 90% correct. It's a science. Nobody knows how it works. It's the cards are designed in wonderful way. It actually gives you the right kind of guidance. Use that, experience it. And if you feel that this is something which you don't connect with, fair enough. That science is not going to get upset with you, that, oh, you don't trust in me. No, because everything is in the form of energy. And trust me, Rashmi, God is also in the form of energy. It's in the
Totally.
form of energy, it's in the form of light. Our universe is energy. We have energy inside us. So there ideally should not be any confusion. But what really interests you is something you should definitely look at considering. That is if you want to really make a career, or if you want to really implement those things in life. But nothing will cause you harm. Yes, but it's very important that you be vigilant, be careful with the people giving you the wrong knowledge, giving you creating fear in your mind for any kind of knowledge. Then that is something which you should really not be looking at, because no knowledge, no occult knowledge creates fear in your mind of to sustain yourself or really create a niche for yourself. So no occult science will give you that kind of fear that, okay, my god, if you don't do this, this will happen or that will happen. No, it will always show you a right path to create your life. So
Thank you.
that's
Thank you for this wonderful advice, Swapna. So wonderful. So here, I want to ask you, whom you are looking for collaborations, or do you have a specific people or your target community where you can collaborate with? Whom would be the better people or investors you're looking at?
right. So when you say whom I would like to collaborate, I would love to collaborate with all, because I really connect with humans. I really connect with humans. I connect with humans. I connect with their thought processes. I connect with the vibes. I connect with So when I came to Vido, Rashmi, my whole purpose was that learning from my journey in the 26 years, and today standing as the director for two companies. The journey has taught me a lot. It has taught me a lot in terms of I've worked at the ground level. I've worked at the level where I have been the one who's been uh, giving solutions, or I'd rather helping people to understand, do things for them, being on field, talking to them, providing them solutions, being a customer support person or being a salesperson. So I've been through this entire journey. So I feel that it's very important today that we bring women forward. And I'm not being here gender biased. Of course, there is a position where men are there and they are doing a wonderful job. uh, Respect to all of that. My only way here is that I also am wanting women to come forward who are wanting to create an identity for themselves, because I feel everyone has a kind of probably a talent, or passion or something that they really want to contribute. So my whole journey is for the women who really want to come forward but are not able to. Why? Because they probably don't know the right channels, probably they don't know how to do it, or they are scared of doing it in spite of knowing, or they don't. So my whole this journey started, and I connected with Vidu for the sole purpose of I would want to empower women to come forward, you know,
Wow.
and create an identity for themselves. That's my, and that's what I've been doing for past 1 year. And I'm really thankful to Kadambari for this platform, that and for also allowing me to lead the Mumbai chapter for 1 year, and feeling the worth in me, and allowing me to now lead the We Do Pan India groups and contribute to women who from different across places who want to really create their niche. And of course, with aligning with Kadambari's vision, I think I whatever role I can play, I would definitely want to play here and empower women in. So for me, as I already said, the target audience is everyone who really wants to grow. So that's one sector. Coming to my green energy again, my audience is everyone, because today electricity is used by everyone. You know, every be it a factory, be it a house, be it an individual bungalow, be it a farm, we need power. So again, that is where my audience is. So uh, my field is such that I love to connect with all of them. If I talk about sustainable fashion, again, we all wear clothes, so that's a, again a area where we can connect with all, and we all eat food. So yes, eating healthy food, eating right food. So I think my all sectors are my wonderful audiences and are my target audiences. Coming to investors, Rashmi, as of now, I have not really explored this field, where I've not really looked at what people investing, because for me, I think this is not the right time. Maybe once it goes to a different level, and where I feel that it has to be done on a mass scale. Because right now, for me also, it's been 2 years of my empowerment journey, beginning of my entrepreneurial journey. And I think with moving with time, I would definitely want to explore these opportunities also. But at this point of time, I've not really explored the investor opportunity.
Wonderful, Swapna. Great to know about you. You're such a dynamic person. Wow.
Thank you.
Really, you took us into a complete insight about the sustainability and the apple science. Very lovely, lovely.
Thank
One
you,
thing I
Rashmi.
want to, beautiful. Definitely. So, could you help the audience to how they can connect to you? So, if you can just tell about the link or how they can connect to you, would be a good
Yes.
thing.
Yes, certainly. So I am, friends, I'm available on Instagram. My Instagram ID is Swapna. It's SWPNA. I don't have an A. As per the numerology, I don't have an A. So it's Swapna Kulkarnii. Kulkarnii is with double I. That's how I'm available on Instagram. With the same name, I'm available on Facebook and also on LinkedIn. So anywhere you can connect with me, and probably we can you can connect with VWC in case you want to connect with me in person. My direct phone number is also available with VWC, and they can certainly share my direct contact number as well. So, but yes, on LinkedIn, I am available. I'm available on Instagram. I'm available on Facebook, and you can always connect with me. And I would love to connect with a wonderful audience and contribute in my way, whatever small, big I can. I would love to. And I think people this and thanks to my pranic healing journey and my Reiki healing journey, I really love connecting to people. I love talking to people. I love networking. And yeah, that's been my forte, and that's been my passion. So
Also, tell
I look
about your
forward to connect.
location.
Sorry.
It would be, you can tell about your location where you're
Yeah,
located.
I'm based in Mumbai. I'm based in Mumbai, so I am in hardcore Mumbai and a proud Thaneka to be precise. I love my city, and yes, but today I think the digital world has made us, connect from all across. So I'm just a phone call away, or even we can connect on Zoom platforms or such wonderful other platforms where we can connect one to one, and I can help you with any consultations, any guidance, anything that you would want to discuss. I'm open to the discussions and everything. So
Thank you, Swapna Kulkarnii. Wonderful. Oh,
thank you,
that's
Rashmi. It was really wonderful, and thank you for giving this opportunity. Once again, a big thank you to Kadambari and the VWC platform for allowing me to be here and talking about my business, my experiences. And Rashmi, thank you for being such a wonderful host. It was wonderful talking to you.
thank you. Thank you, VWC. Thank you, Kadambari. Wonderful. thank you
Yeah.
for, thank you, everyone. Bye
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
today.